ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। सुखं नित्यं स्वप्रकाशं व्यापकं नामरूपयोः अधिष्ठानं बुद्ध्यबोध्यं बुद्धिर्दृग्यत्तु निर्मलम् अपारं सर्ववेदान्तवेद्यं प्रत्यक्परं महः तदेवाहं न मत्तोऽन्यदिति मे निश्चिता मतिः। We are seeing the 5th chapter. We started with Shishya's question, and the question was that Advaita is not seem to be tenable because in Advaita, if we listen to Advaita, we will have one question. What question? That Guru, Vedanta and all of them, are they real or unreal? If they are real, then Guru, Vedanta is there, Brahman also is there, duality is there. And if Guru, Vedanta are not real, then how can they solve my problem of samsara? Something that is real alone can solve my problem. Like mirage water cannot solve my problem of thirst. The imaginary food, I imagine some South Indian meal or North Indian meal, I imagine. By that imagined food, my hunger will not be removed. However much you talk about positive thinking, but you imagine that food is there, I am eating, your hunger will not go. So by your imaginary food, this how hunger will go. So similarly, Guru and Shastra, all of them are also unreal, then how can they solve my real problem? That is the question of Shishya. And therefore Shishya said Advaita is not correct. Shankaracharya ji has presented Advaita and the Shankaracharya ji's view is not correct. For that, first Guru answered that Sri Shankaracharya's mata is substantiated, is accepted by and glorified by Vedavyasa in Puranas. And also he said that Advaita, which is presented by Shankaracharya ji with the help of Shastra or as the essence of Shastra, that Advaita is supported by Valmiki in Yoga Vasishtha. That also support is there. And then Shruti is also highlighting the Advaita alone and criticizing Dvaita. Therefore, we have got Purana's support, we have got the support of Valmiki and other Munis, and we also have this mainly Shruti support for Advaita. And then his question was there, what about the reality of Guru and Shastra? For that our answer is, Guru, Shastra, all of them are unreal. Therefore, they are not creating any duality to Brahma. It is not that one reality is Brahman and other reality is the Shastra and Guru, etc. So there is no parallel reality. Guru, Shastra are not the reality parallel to Brahman. They are lower degree of reality, otherwise called empirical reality, and they remove the empirical samsara. So empirical Guru, Shastra are removing empirical samsara. Samsara is Paramarthika, then Guru, Shastra cannot remove it. Samsara also is Vyavaharika. In fact, it has to be Vyavaharika. If it is Paramarthika, it cannot go. Therefore, samsara is not Paramarthika, it is Vyavaharika. And Vyavaharika Samsara can be removed by Vyavaharika Guru Shastra. Samasatta Kayoho Sadhaka Badhaka Bhava. That was answered. And then that was explained with the help of the story of a king. The king has had a dream, and in the dream he was bitten by the jackal, and he wanted medicine that nobody was giving. Even Vaidya, the doctor also somehow tried to evade him. And then one sannyasi gave him medicine in dream. And by that dream medicine, his dream, the by pain was removed. Similarly, this empirical samsara is removed by empirical guru and shastra. There is no problem whatsoever. Then Shishya asked this, whatever you say, Guruji, but my question you have not answered. That mirage water does not quench my thirst. What about that? For that, Guruji answered that in the mirage water example, the thirst is empirical, and this mirage water is subjective. And since mirage water is of subjective reality and the thirst is of the objective reality, or otherwise called empirical reality, therefore there is a difference in this reality. Since in the example there is a difference in the order of reality or in the order of existence, therefore in the example the mirage water does not quench the thirst, because the order of reality of mirage water, the order of reality of the thirst different. Mirage water is subjectively real and the thirst is empirically real. So subjectively real mirage water cannot dismiss, cannot remove empirically real thirst. Whereas in the Dashtanta, the main subject matter, the reality of the samsara, bondage, is also empirical. And the reality of the Guru Shastra also empirical. Therefore, same degree of reality is there. And therefore, in the Dashtanta, in the main subject matter, the samsara can be removed by Guru, because both of them have got same degree of reality. That was the answer given. So why it does not happen in the example, and if it does not happen in the example in the main subject matter Dashtanta also it should not happen? For that Guru has given the answer that both of them, the Drishtanta and Dashtanta, there is a difference. In Drishtanta's different degree of reality, in Dashtanta, in the main subject matter, same degree of reality. Therefore, since Drishtanta and Dashtanta has got dissimilarity, therefore based on the example, you cannot dismiss the main subject matter. That is the answer being given. And in that connection, we had seen the satta. At the end it was said in the page number 144, Atra idam akutam chaitanye parmarthiki satta asti. Chaitanya भिन्नेषु मिथ्या पदार्थेषु व्यावहारिकी वा प्रातिभासिकी वा सत्ता अस्ति. In Chaitanyam, in consciousness, there is a Paramarthiki Satta. Afterwards it will be explained. Paramarthiki means this absolute. What do we mean by absolute? That which is not subject to negation in any period of time. That is called Paramarthika. So Chaitanya, in consciousness, there is Paramarthiki Satta. There is absolute existence. Chaitanya Bhinneshu Mithya Padartheshu Vyavahariki or Pratipasiki. Anything other than Chaitanyam, all Mithya Padartha, like Ghata, Pata, etc., they have got Vyavahariki Satta. And Rajju, Sarpa, Shuktika, Rajata, in that there is a Pratibhasiki Satta. And now these three Sattas are being explained. That is what we were seeing. Vyavaharika Satta. Vyavaharika means Vyavaharasya idam Vyavaharikam. That which is related to Vyavahara. That which is obtaining in Vyavahara transaction is called Vyavhariki. It's related to Vyavahara, transaction. So we can say transactional existence. The existence which is available for common transaction. Like this clip, I am seeing, you are seeing. This clip is having Vyavaharika Satta. Available for transaction, available for your perception, available for my perception, available for giving, taking. That is called Vyavaharika. So Vyavaharika Satta means the existence of a thing which is available for transaction. That is a simple meaning. Technical meaning he gives here, and that is यस्य पदार्थस्य ब्रह्मज्ञानमन्तरा न बाधः किन्तु ब्रह्मज्ञानेनैव बाधः भवति तस्य व्यावहारिकसत्तावत्वेन व्यपदेशः. यस्य पदार्थस्य, of whichever thing, na badha, there is no negation other than Brahmajnanam. Without Brahmajnanam, this clip is not negated. Clip is available as clip. Clip is available for transaction. So Brahmajnanam bina. Without Brahmajnanam, this object is not subject to negation. But Brahmajnanena badha. By Brahmajnanam, there is a negation of this clip. Negation of the clip, it will be explained. What is the meaning of negation? Negation means understanding that clip does not have existence of its own. Clip exists because of something else. Something else. And finally, it exists because of Brahma. So, understanding that this clip does not have existence of its own and thereby it is mithya, that is called badha. So, by Brahmajnanam, what do I understand? That this clip is nothing but Brahman alone. What is Brahman. What appears to be is clip. What is Brahman. This is called badha, and that happens by Brahmajnanam. So, Brahmajnaneneva badha bhavati tasya vyavharika sattavatvena vyapadeshaha. Vyapadesha means mention. Tasya means that thing is mentioned as the one which is endowed with Vyavharika Satta. Vyavharika Satta Vatvena means as being endowed with empirical existence. So he gives in a technical manner, in a very precise manner, he gives the same idea. Brahmajnanetara badhyatve sati ब्रह्मज्ञान मात्र बाध्यत्वम व्यावहारिक सत्वम इति यावत्. So idea is that which is not negated by any knowledge other than Brahmajnanam means it will not be negated by Rajjugdanam, Ghatadikdanam. So it will not be negated. So that which is not negated by any knowledge other than Brahmajnanam and that which is negated by Brahmajnanam, that is called Vyavaharika Sattvam. That is called empirical existence. Sacha Satta Ishvara Srishta Padartheshu Asti. And all that's empirical existence is there in the objects which are created by the Lord. We call it Ishvara Srishti. The clip is Ishvara Srishti. It is not projected by any individual mind or projected by technically called Tula Vidya. It is projected, but it is projected by this Maya, Mula Vidya. And therefore it is called Ishvara Srishti. So Ishvara Srishti has got the Vyavaharika Satta. Ishvara Srushta Padartheshu. In the Ishvara Srishti, the objects which are created by the Lord, there is Vyavaharika Satta. And in fact, that is what we emphasize in the beginning is this. In Ishvara Srushta Padartha, there is no problem. Problem is there in when we are projecting things. This is a clip, in that there is no problem. Clip is a clip. But this is a lucky clip. And clip is a very innocent thing. But a person, a man or a woman, is Ishvara Srishti. Any girl or boy, man or woman is a Ishvara Srishti. But this is my wife, my dear wife, my whole life, my whole world. This is what? This Pratibhasika, Jiva Srishti. And that Jiva Srishti, Pratibhasika Srishti, that creates problem. Ishvara Srishti, there is no problem. But that is a part of what we are here emphasizing is the empirical existence is there in the objects created by the Lord. This idea is further explained. Yataha dehendriyadi prapanche प्रपंच रूप ईश्वर सृष्टे है ब्रह्मज्ञानमंतरा न बाधा भवति किंतु ब्रह्मज्ञानेनैव भवति. देहेन्द्रियादि प्रपंच रूप ईश्वर सृष्टि. The creation of the Lord in the form of the world consisting of body, sense organ, etc. Brahmajnanam antara. Without Brahmajnanam, there is no negation. Only by Brahmajnanam there is a negation. Tasmad Ishvara Srishta Padarthaha Vyavharika Sattaha Sattakaha iti Gneyam. Tasmad means therefore, since this is the situation with the Ishvara Srishti, therefore, since Ishvara Srishti Padartha are not negated by Brahma, not negated by any knowledge other than Brahma, Brahmajnanam, and negated by Brahmajnanam. Therefore, all these Padarthas are Vyavharika Sattakaha. And what is Badaha? Now we clarify. Aparoksha Mithyatva Nishchayaha. Direct, very clear ascertainment of something being unreal. That is called Badaha. So when we say that the whole world is negated, what do we mean? Negated means the whole world is understood, Nishchaya. The whole world is ascertained to be Mithya. So understanding something to be Mithya is called negation of that thing. Another word they use is sublation. Sublation or negation is nothing but understanding it to be Mithya. Tathacha Uktam Panchadashyam. In Panchadashi, this idea is given. In Panchadashi, this Chitradeepa Prakranam, 6th chapter, before this, the Acharya has said, what is Vidya, what is Avidya? Very beautiful definition is given that samsara is paramarthika, samsara is real, and it is associated with me. Samsara paramarthoyam samlagna swatma vastuni. This word is real, and Swamiji, the world is affecting me, attached with me, associated with me. This is my wife, this is my husband, this is my brother, this is my sister, associated with me. This person is, Swamiji, making me very happy, this person is making me unhappy. This type of Bhranti, two Bhrantis. One is it is real, and other is it is associated with me. It is impacting me. That type of delusion. Both are not facts, both are delusions. What are the two delusions? World is real, world can impact me. This Bhranti is avidya. And how is it removed? Vidyaya esha nivartate. Acha, what is Vidya? He says, Atma bhasasya jivasya samsaraha na atma vastunaha. This samsara is only of Chidabhasa, not of Atma, not of the reality called Atma. Iti bodho bhaved vidya labhyate so vicharanat. So this understanding comes only by analysis with the help of Shastra. And what is that understanding finally should come? This world is unreal, and this world does not impact me, not associated with me. It cannot touch me. It cannot have real relationship with me. Even though when I think myself to be Dukhi, I am always free from Dukkha. That is the beauty of Vedanta. Even when you think you are Dukhi, you continue to be free from Dukkha. Like a person who is in the bed, but he thinks that he is somewhere else. And he is telling you, please bring me back to my house, bring back to my house, bring back to my house. So even when he is saying that you bring back me to my house, he is in the house only. Similarly, even when a person thinks that he is bound, he is not really bound. So I was never bound, I cannot be bound. That understanding is called Vidya. And that is understood by Vichara. And what should be the Vichara? Sada Vichare Tasma Jagat Jiva Paratmanaha Jiva Bhava Jagat Bhava Bade Swatteva Shishyate. So you understand what is the nature of Jiva, what is the nature of Jagat, what is the nature of Ishvara, Brahman. You understand, when you have complete analysis, complete exposure to the Shastra, or at least sufficient exposure to Shastra, then Jiva Bhava, Jagat Bhava Badha. Then this Jiva Bhava, this sense of individuality, I am so and so, I am a man, I am a woman, I am husband, I am wife, I am son, I am daughter. All these things are Badha. I as an individual is no more there. And Jagat as an independent reality, no more there. That is called Jiva Bhava, Jagat Bhava Badha. Then what happens? Swatma eva avashishyate. Then only I, the self, the real self remains. So what is the outcome of the analysis? The outcome is that there is no real individuality, individuality is negated, the world is negated, and what remains is real Atma. I, Atma alone am. That is the culmination of understanding. There is nothing other than Atma. Atma eva paschat purastat dakshinataha uttarataha. Atma alone is. That is the culmination of understanding, which alone is called Vidya. And that particular idea is explained here. That Badha is what? Mithyatva Nishchaya. And that is said in Panchadashi. So the 13th sloka is given here. I read was 10, 11 and 12. So content I give. And what is said? Na pratiti stayo badaha kintu mithyatva nishchaya. Non-appearance or non-experience of the world is not Badha. Negation of the world does not mean non-experience of the world or non-appearance of the world. People generally think that when world will be negated, when I stop experiencing the world in samadhi. That's what people think. That for me to become free from the world, I have to stop experiencing the world. And therefore it is said that is not real Badha. So apratiti, non-experience of the world is not Badha. Then what is Badha? Kintu mithyatva nishchaya. But only the ascertainment that the world is mithya. And he said, if you don't accept this view, then what will be the problem? No chet. If this is not correct, then Shushupti Murchadau Muchyeta Ayatnataha Janaha. If non-experience itself is the means or is the state of freedom, then Murchadau, in the coma, sleep, etc., person will be free. That's all. Now samsara is negated in Sushupti. Why? Because samsara is not experience. So non-experience of samsara is not this freedom. Is not the temporary relief, yes, but it is not freedom. Otherwise, person has to what you to do get moksha. You have to just sleep. That's what many people do. Swamiji, your class doesn't give me freedom, but during the class I get sleep. That gives me moksha. One person told one Swamiji, he said, Swamiji, for so many years I did not get good sleep. I came to your class and I got such a good sleep. So a class sometimes serves that purpose. So it can give temporary relief. So he says, If non-experience of the world, that alone is negation and freedom, then in Sushupti person will become free. And once you are free, you should not be bound. And therefore, Sushupti Murcha, though in deep sleep and Murcha, coma, etc., ayatnataha, without any effort, janaha muchyeta, person will be free. So why should you attend Vedanta classes? You can take some sleeping tablet. If you can't get sleep, at least sleeping tablet. Or some people take drugs and all this. In fact, that is how drug idea comes. People think that spiritual experience means not contacting the world, means being free from the touch with the world. That is called spiritual experience, going beyond the world. And how do you go beyond the world? By not experiencing the world. And for non experiencing, what you have to do? You take some drug. That's what people do it. And so one cognitive confusion leads to so many harmful consequences. And therefore, here this idea is emphasized that simply not experiencing the world is not a solution. All right. And in that shloka, the 12th shloka, which is not given but I read, that two things are there in this understanding of Vedanta. One is Jiva Jagat Bhava Bada and Paramatma Avasheshaha. Paramatma alone remaining as the ultimate reality. Paramatma, which is Atma. I, Paramatma, alone am. That is called Swatma Sheshaha. And he says Paramatma Avasheshaha hi Tat Satyatva Nishchayaha. What is the meaning of Paramatma alone remaining? Paramatma Avashesha means remainder in the form of Paramatma. Paramatma alone remaining, the state of only Paramatma being there. What does it mean? People think that when you get Brahma Jnanam, you will see everything Brahma, 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 Brahma. You will not see any difference. Everything same Brahman you will see. In fact, that is not a. If you have the idea that somehow everything looks same to me, you may have eye problem. Because when you got cataract, no, everything looks very hazy, hazy, hazy. You don't find the distinction. So you don't have Brahmajnanam, you have got eye problem. Therefore, Paramatma Avasheshaha. Paramatma Avashesha means the state or this status of Paramatma alone being there is what? Tat Satyatva Nishchaya. Understanding that Paramatma alone is real, that is called Paramatma Avashesha. Abiding in Paramatma means abiding in the understanding that Paramatma alone is real. That is called the Paramatma Avashesha. Paramatma Avashesha in simple meaning we can say abidance in Paramatma. Abidance in Paramatma is understanding, ascertaining that Paramatma alone is real. Na jagat visprutihi. Forgetting the world is not abidance in Paramatma. No chet jivan mukti na sambhavet. If this what we have been saying is not correct, then jivan mukti will not be there. Because jivan mukti means interacting with the world. Jivan means while living. And living means relating to the world. If a person is free, and if he is free, then he has to be free from this life, free from transaction, then Jivan Mukti will not be possible. Jivan Mukti means free, Mukti means freedom, Jivan means while living. While living, you are free. While you are alive, you are free. So while living is you are free, it is possible only when this abidance in Paramatma, which is the means for moksha, is not the forgetting the world, but it is ascertaining Paramatma is Satyam. Like abiding in the gold, abiding in gold is not like not seeing the ornaments. You see ornaments, and at the same time, you know that ornaments are Mithya, gold alone is Satyam. So, understanding that gold alone is Satyam is called abiding in goldness. Like if you imagine the a ornament has got that consciousness. Sorry, one ornament has got sentiency and it has got individuality. Then chain can appreciate that I, gold alone am satyam. That is called abiding in gold. So abiding in gold is equal to abiding in the knowledge of gold alone being real. Similarly, abiding in Paramatma means abiding in this understanding that Paramatma alone is real. Otherwise, Jivan Mukti will not be possible. Because moment, if you say that the abiding in Paramatma means not seeing the world, only seeing Paramatma, 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 no experience of duality, then no experience of duality means no life is there. And if life is not there, Jivan Mukti will not be there. And therefore, Paramatma Avasheshaha, abidance in Paramatma means abidance in the understanding that Paramatma alone is real. And negating the world means understanding that world is unreal. Acha, up to this we had seen Ayam cha aparoksha mithyatva nishchayah Ishvara srushta padartheshu brahmajnanat prak na kasyachidapi bhavati. And this aparokshatva nishchayah, aparoksha means direct, intimate. It is not mere a lip service. Mithyatva nishchayaha, the ascertainment that everything is mithya, and it is very intimate. That intimate appreciation of everything being mithya, Ishvara Srishta Pradartheshu, with regard to the things which are created by the Lord, Brahmajnanat Prak, before the knowledge of Brahma, na kasyachidapi bhavati, for anyone it is not there. Only when you understand Brahma as yourself, then only Mithyatva Nishchaya will be aparoksha, clear and firm. Kintu Brahmajnanadantarameva tadrisha nishchayah bhavati. After the knowledge of Brahman alone, such nishchaya, tadrisha means Mithyatva Nishchayah. The conviction of everything being unreal is taking place only after knowing Brahman alone to be real. Ataha Mula Vidya Karya Jagrat Padarthatmaka Ishvara Srishto Vyavharika Satta Vidyate. Therefore, because of the two conditions required for something to be Vyavharika Satta. So, Ataha means what? Brahmajnana itarajnanena abhadyatvat, Brahmajnanena badhyatvat. Therefore, Mula Vidya Karya, the product of the fundamental ignorance, Jagrat Padarthatmaka Ishvara Shrishto, in the creation of the Lord in the form of the objects of the waking world, which is the product of avidya, Vyavharika Satta Vidyate. There is empirical existence. And afterwards it will be said, so Mula Vidya Karyam is Vyavharika. And the Tula Vidya Karyam is Pratibhasika. So here it is said, Vyavharika Satta. Mula Vidya means the ignorance about Brahman, about myself. That is called Mula Vidya. Ignorance about anything other than Brahman, Gatapatadi, that is called Tula Vidya. That will come later on. So the objects which are projected by the Mula Vidya, the knowledge of the self, that is having Vyavharika Satta. Janma Marana Bandha Mokshadi Akhila Vyavhara Siddhi Prayojika Satta Vyavharika Satta iti Varnyate. That's also a nice definition. What is Vyavharika Satta? Prayojika, Karana Bhuta, Nimitta Bhuta. The existence which is responsible, the cause for Vyavhara Siddhi, establishment of the transaction. What type of transaction? Janma. A child is born. That type of transaction happens. This transaction is possible only when the child has got empirical existence. So empirical existence alone is prayojika. Prayojika means the cause for establishment. Establish siddhi. Prayojika means establisher. Establisher of what? This, the accomplishment of Vyavahara. So Prayojika, the cause for the Siddhi, the establishment of Vyavahara, transaction. Since the Siddhi word is given, so we can say Prayojika only means Karana. The Karana, the cause for Siddhi, the establishment of Vyavahara, the transaction. What type of transaction? Janma Vyavahara. This person is born. I am born. To say I am born, etc., available for all, that should be some existence in the subject of the birth. Whoever says I am born, I refers to the body. So the body is referred to be born. For that, some existence has to be there in the body, and that existence is Vyavaharika. So Vyavaharika, empirical existence, is that which is the cause for the establishment of Vyavahara, transaction. So in simple words, the existence required for the transaction, empirical transaction, is called Vyavaharika Satta. Okay. So Janma Vyavahara, Marana Vyavahara, death. See, Janma Marana are not there in Atma. Atma is na jayate na mriyate. So Janma Marana Vyavahara are not in Paramarthika Satya Atma. They are there in only Vyavaharika. And therefore Janma Marana Vyavahara Siddhi is because of the existence, particular type of existence, which is called empirical existence. Bandha, moksha, I am bound, that person became free. For all this Akhila Vyavahara, for all these transactions, for all the transaction, a particular existence is required, and that existence is called Vyavaharika Satta. So empirical existence, iti varnyate, means it is presented as the existence which is the cause for the establishment of the transactions such as birth, death, bondage, freedom, etc. So all transactions are there only in this Vyavaharika Satta. So Vyavaharika Satta is responsible for the transaction. Alright. And Pratibhasika Satta is what? Brahma Jnanetara Badhyatvam Pratibhasikatvam. That which is negated by Pratibhasikatvam is being subjectively real. So being subjective means being negated by any knowledge other than Brahma. For example, when I am seeing the snake, what is there is the rope? Then my snake projection will go away when I get the knowledge. And that knowledge is not of Brahman. I don't require to know Brahman for removing the Rajju Sarpa. So I require only Rajju Jnanam, the knowledge of the rope. And that knowledge of the rope is Brahma Jnana Itara, other than Brahma Jnanam. So Brahma Jnanetara Badhyatve Sat Badhyatvam Pratibhasikatvam. So subjectively real is that which is negated by the knowledge of a thing other than Brahman. Katapatadi or Rajju Shuktikadi. Tadrisham Sattvam Yatra Asti. Where such existence is there. Such means what? The existence which is negated by the knowledge other than Brahma Jnanam. Tadrisham Sattvam Yatra Aste. In whichever thing such existence is there, sab pratibhasika padartha iti uchyate. That thing is called pratibhasika padartha, subjectively real and the object. Brahma jnanam vina eva rajju saktika usharadi jnanena yathakramam sarparajatodakanam bada darshanat tesham pratibhasikam sattvam asti. He is now applying that definition. He says, Brahma Jnanam Vinayava. Without Brahma Jnanam itself, Rajju, Shuktika, Usharadik Jnanena. By the knowledge of the Rajju, rope, Shukti, shell, and Ushara means dry land, desert land. By the knowledge that there is a desert land, then mirage water will disappear. Rajju, Shuktika, Usharadik Jnanena, Yatha Kramam, respectively. Sarpa, snake, Rajata, silver, Udokanam of water. Bada Darshana, since the negation is seen, sublation is seen. Therefore, tesham pratibhasikam sattvam asti. Therefore, all of them have got subjective existence. Pratibhasika is equal to pratiti kala matra sattaka. What is the meaning of subjectively real? The thing which is having satta existence only during the time of experience. When you are experiencing, it is there. When you are not experiencing, it does not have existence. Like your dream objects. When dream objects are there? When you are dreaming. Moment you come out of the dream, you don't think, oh, those people were suffering, what they will be doing without my help. You don't have, because they are not there. They were there only when we were seeing them. So that which exists only when you are experiencing, that is called pratibhasika. Pratiti kala matra sattakaha. Having the existence only, matra means only during the kala time of pratiti experience. And what is meaning the satta? Satta means swarupam. This being, sthitihi, this existence, this sthiti, the sustenance, satta swarupam sthitihi, standing, being. Swarupa means nature also. So satta is equal to swarupam, nature, sthiti means being or existing. Pratiti kala matra bhavinaha padarthasya pratibhasika satta uchyate. So the existence of the things which is available, bhavina means this obtaining only during the time of experience of such things, there is pratibhasika satta. Like what? Rajju Sarpa. When Rajju Sarpa is? When you are seeing it. So the existence of the rope snake will be called pratibhasika satta. Why? Because it is the satta of that thing which is available only when you are experiencing. Something is there because you are experiencing. Something is because you experience. That is called pratibhasika. Something is and you experience. That is called vyavaharika. Something is and you experience. Like clip is and you experience. So clip is called what? Vyavaharika. Something is, clip is, and you are experiencing. That is called vyavaharika, empirical. Something is said to be is only when you are experiencing. You experience, therefore it is. That is called pratibhasika. You experience, therefore it is. There it is called pratibhasika. It is and therefore you experience. That is called vyavaharika. Clip is and you are experiencing. Vyavaharika. I am experiencing these dream objects, therefore it is. So experience, therefore something is. Then it is pratibhasika. It is and I am experiencing. That is vyavaharika. So only this much difference is there. It is and I experience. Vyavaharika. I experience, therefore only is. Pratibhasika. In fact, most of our problems are what? Pratibhasika. You think, therefore there is a problem. So existence of that problem is what? Pratibhasika. You have got hunger. It is not that you think there is hunger, therefore there is hunger. Sometimes that also pratibhasika happens. You have got just this what is called, what you are is really thirsty. Sometimes we are not able to distinguish what is there is thirst, but you are feeling low, therefore you say, oh, I am hungry. So there it can be pratibhasika. But really your body has digested food and the stomach has sent the signal to the brain and you have got some sensation of hunger, that is vyavaharika. It is and you are experiencing, then it is vyavaharika. You experience or you think about something and therefore it is for you. It is called subjective pratibhasika. Many problems are like that. You think, therefore there is a problem. If you don't think about it, you don't give any extra validity which you are giving, no problem. Swamiji, everybody is looking at me, everybody is talking against me. That is what? You think that everybody is talking about you, therefore everybody is talking about you in your perception. Really, everybody is not. That is what pratibhasika. You think, therefore it is pratibhasika. It is, and therefore you are able to think, you are able to experience vyavaharika. Alright. So now we gives technical pratibhasika satta explanation. Tula vidya कार्य शुक्ति रजतादेः प्रतीति काल मात्र भावित्वात् तेषां प्रातिभासिक सत्ता उच्यते. Shukti Rajatadi, the silver which is seen in the shell, which is the product of Tula Vidya. Tula Vidya means secondary avidya, about which we will see in the footnote. So the product Shukti Rajatadi, the shell silver, which is the product of the secondary ignorance, Pratiti Kala Matra Bhavitvat. It is existing only during the time of experience. And therefore, Tesham, of those things, Shukti Rajatadi, Pratibhasika Satta Uchyate. Only subjective existence is said to be there. So Rajju Sarpa, Shukti Rajata, all of them have got only subjective existence. Why? Because they are only when you are seeing. Afterwards it is not there. It does not have any real existence. Alright, more we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Sya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah.